Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Week 14, the final week of the regular season for the Pokemon Stadium 2 Draft League. We got a lot going on today. Before we start our battles, I thought I would read down the list of teams' playoff conditions, because a lot is going to be decided today. The only thing that's decided coming into today is we know who the 1 seed is. It's the Atlanta Fearow. We know 2 teams that are not going to make the playoffs, Smoochum or lose them, and we are the Machampion. And we know some teams have guaranteed a playoff spot, but we have no idea what seed anybody's going to be other than the 1 seed. So, without further ado, here's all the conditions. The Tampa-based Steelix right now. Today, they can get the 2 seed if they get a win, or if the Power lose and the Steelix lose to the Suicune by a margin of 5 or less. The Steelix can get the 3 seed if they lose by 5 or less, and the Power win. The Steelix get the 4 seed if they are swept, and the Power win. Now we go to the Power. The Power get the 2 seed if they get a win, and the Steelix lose. The Pokemon Power get the 3 seed if the Steelix win. They are the 4 seed if they lose and the Steelix are also swept. Yeah. Alright, we go to the Suicune. The Suicune can only get the 2 seed if the Power lose and the Steelix are swept by the Suicune. The Suicune get the 3 seed if they beat the Steelix by 5 or less and the Power lose. They get the 4 seed if they lose or the Power wins. Last but not least, we have sort of a play-in game, and you'll understand why I say sort of here in a second. The My Little Ponyta, if they win, they're in no matter what. They get the last playoff spot, the 5 seed. However, if they lose to the Dragonite by a margin of 1, if they lose by a score of 1-0, they would still be in via tiebreaker. So for the Dragonite, if they want to make the playoffs, they have to defeat the Ponyta by a margin of 2 or higher. And that's all the playoff conditions for this crazy, crazy week. It's going to be interesting to see how this all shakes out. I also want to correct something from the end of the last video. I said the playoffs would be 3 weeks. That was incorrect at the time. The playoffs will be 2 weeks. We'll have the play-in game and the first round in the same video. And then we'll have the third place game and the championship game in the second week. So I don't know why I said 3 weeks before. It's 2 weeks for the playoffs. And without further ado, I'll be right back with the first matchup of the day. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. First matchup of Week 14. This is arguably the least important game because Smoochum or Lose'em's already out. The Atlanta Fearow are already the 1 seed. So, hey, here we go. We'll just see. Smoochum or Lose'em are fighting to not be last place. And the Atlanta Fearow are just seeing if they can finish the season with 1 loss or 2. Judging by what I see for the Smoochum here, let's go with... This is actually pretty interesting. I'm going to go with Snorlax, because Snorlax holds up pretty well against most of those Pokemon. I think we discovered in an earlier video this season that Nightshade, for some reason, doesn't work on normal types in Gen 2. So Snorlax should be able to handle just about everything that Smoochum or Lose'em has. Alright, Arbok. Alright, Curse. We'll do 1 Curse, and then we'll start headbutting everything.
Here's the first move. A light hit.
Alright.
It sacrificed speed to raise its power.
Alright, here we go. Headbutt. Another Sludge Bomb. It got the poison this time, that figures. But hey, it can't paralyze us if we're poisoned, right? So it's not going to be able to do paraflinch. Alright, well, not the start I was hoping for Snorlax. But again, if it just takes out the Arbok, that'll still be fine. At least it will be, in the worst case scenario, a 1-for-1 trade. There we go. Snorlax takes out Arbok.
We're eagerly awaiting the appearance of the next Pokémon. Oh, it's Pineco.
Alright.
One Pokémon is still capable. But the other
We're just going to go Headbutt again because we've got that Curse boost. If we get the chance, that is. We survive it. We survived the double edge. Here comes a big Headbutt. Pretty good hit. Pretty good hit. Snorlax goes down to poison, so Arbok with a knockout after fainting. Let's see, so Pineco's out there, huh? Let's go with Fearow.
Oh, it's Fearow. This is a class of different Pokémon types.
Drill Peck.
Wow, Drill Peck. Drilled over.
And that's a knockout.
Yes, it's going down.
Kind of surprised the game didn't switch there. Maybe it was worried we were going to use Hyper Beam or something. I don't know.
The next Pokémon needs to be prepared.
Alright.
Oh, it's Smoochum.
Smoochum, huh? Alright.
Pokémon of
We don't really have anything, unfortunately, that is necessarily good against Smoochum. Especially since Snorlax is out of there. Let's go Hyper Beam, because I really don't want us to get hit by Blizzard. I want to try and get as much damage as I can on it. Alright, one shot. Nice job, Fearow.
There's a distinct difference in the number of remaining Pokémon for each side. Oh, it's Jolteon.
Well, on the bright side, it's got to land the Zap Cannon. It's not good for us if it lands it, but it has to land it. Come on. Well, the computer's up to its usual shenanigans. 50-50 shot. Of course it hits on the first try. Of course it does. I don't know why I thought it wouldn't. Alright, well. What do we have for Jolteon here? Actually, we have a couple Pokemon that can take on Jolteon. Let's go with Gloom.
They're ready to go.
The only other Pokemon they can switch into would be Xatu or Bulbasaur. If they switch into Xatu, then we got a few options to deal with that. I'm gonna go Sleep Powder, so if they switch, maybe we catch it off guard and put it to sleep. They didn't switch. Okay, Zap Cannon number 2. Alright. 50% accurate so far. I can't complain as much about it now. However, we miss a 75% accurate move. Of course we do. Alright, let's try Sleep Powder again. Zap Cannon number 3.
My paralysis. What's next? Oh my, missed again.
0 for 2 on Sleep Powder. Come on.
It's unfolding.
Well, fine then. If you're going to be that stubborn, let's just go for Sludge Bomb.
Prepare for battle.
0 for 2 on Sleep Powder. Are you kidding me?
Accuracy.
Bloom, please don't miss it on top of it, please.
There's the shot. Oh, that missed too. Sparks are flying from both competitors. Both get ready to go.
I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can. Three out of 4 Zap Cannons, by the way. 3 out of 4. Last Zap Cannon, at least. Alright, so it can't Zap Cannon this anymore. So that's some good news there. Finally! And we got the poison. The game paid us back a little bit. Sheesh. Alright, the good news is with that poison, we just have to hit it again. Can we hit it again? That's all we have to do. Please. Come on, Gloom. Yay! That's a little messed up too, though. That with our significantly dropped accuracy, we hit twice in a row. So the game paying us back a little bit. But man, not a big fan of how that's played out. You are most likely going to go for either Nightshade or Fly. What do my remaining Pokemon have as moves? You know what? Let's go Mischievous. Because if it does hit us with Nightshade, we can Pain Split to get some of, if not all of, the health back. And this way we still have Thunder to try and hit Xatu super effectively, as well as Shadow Ball. So, let's try that. Good call. It's just going to fly. Okay. Actually, we're going to switch one more time since we know for a fact it's using Fly. This is a good chance to get Ampharos in there. It won't be very effective, and then we'll get shots to just attack, attack, attack. I'm not too worried about Bulbasaur bringing the team back if we can get rid of Xatu. Alright, Zap Cannon. Let's see if we're as lucky as the game was. It hit, I think, 3 out of 5. Alright, so we survive another Nightshade if we miss this turn. 1 for 1. So all together between the two sides, 4 for 6 on Zap Cannon. Alright, we just got Bulbasaur left. We'll just go ahead and stay in and try to Zap Cannon and Dynamic Punch it to losing. Hey, the game missed a Toxic for once. It's not just me. Good to know. Alright, that's understandable. 50% accurate move and all. Alright, poison hits that time. Here's another shot at Zap Cannon. 1 for 3. There we go. We finally got a hit. Alright, let's get Ampharos out of there now that we finally got a hit on Bulbasaur. Unless things go really far south here, I don't think we'll need Kadabra to make an appearance in this one. But we'll see. Maybe he'll get like 4 critical hit Razor Leafs in a row here. Unbelievable. We're both paralyzed and it's faster than us. Great. Hey, we got through the Paraflinch. That's good. Alright, this is going to come down in this matchup to if Gloom flinches or not. If it doesn't flinch, we'll win with Sludge Bomb. If we flinch, then Bulbasaur is most likely going to win. Alright, we fought through it. We just got to connect the attack. And we did. Alright, a 4-0 victory for the Atlanta Fearow. That one kind of went the way everyone figured it would go, to be honest. I'm not trying to be mean to the Smoochum or lose them, but There's a reason the Atlanta Fearow have only lost once this season so far. So, congratulations to the Atlanta Fearow for the win. I'll be right back with the next game. The next 3 games actually have playoff significance. So, now we got that one out of the way. We should have some more exciting matchups for the rest of this week. I'll be right back in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's our second matchup of the day. The Pokemon Power, and We Are the Machampion. We Are the Machampion is already eliminated from contention, but they're fighting with Smoochum or Losem for who's going to be last place, who's going to be 7th place. They need to lose by 3 or less to to finish ahead of Smoochum. And obviously, if they win, they'd be ahead of them too. Pokemon Power, I read off all the conditions earlier at the beginning of the video for what they need for all the different seedings in the playoffs. So let's see how this goes. Let's see. The Power actually lost to this team in the past. Granted, it's a different lineup. We got Charizard again this week. Back-to-back appearances for Charizard. I think well... We'll go Meganium as the lead, because I think Meganium will help us out the least of the 6. Oh. Alright, let's see. We got Meganium right off the bat, and who are you against? Probably a fire type with my luck. The game knew. The game just knew what I was going to do. Alright, well... Shoot. We have anything that doesn't die instantly against fire? Tyranitar, there we go. I said die, faint, you know what I mean, it's Pokemon. Lose. Oh. Need a drink. Alright, that did more than I was hoping for, unfortunately. Sandstorm. They're gonna stay in, alright. Well, at the very least, maybe we can get it to use up all its Fire Blast. Because really, with exception to Alakazam, Tyranitar won't help us a whole lot in this battle, which is weird to say, because it's a Tyranitar. It has more to do with the moveset than anything else. Bite. We can't hit it with Mud Slap because it's a flying type. 3 for 3 on Fire Blast, by the way.
That was a glancing blow.
Alright, bite again. Are we going to have 4 for 4? And we're burned. Well, at least Crunch is a special move, so it won't affect that damage, but Tyranitar is going to go down. Knockout by Moltres.
There it is. Knockout.
Alright. Do we have... Well, we have Scizor, but I'm not that silly. I guess Cloyster. We should be faster than Moltres, I think, but we'll see. I could be wrong about that. But then we also have to rely on Clamp actually hitting. Wait, how much is Sandstorm gonna do? It's enough that maybe we could go for Aurora Beam instead. Let's go for Aurora Beam instead, since we know that'll actually hit. It's faster than us, of course it is. There goes Cloyster with Moltres' last Fire Blast. Alright. On the bright side, since that was the last Fire Blast, let's put in Scizor. And maybe the sandstorm will help us out.
Up for lost ground. Oh, and sandstorm hurt.
Alright, you're out of Fire Blast. All we have to do is hit you. I'm actually going to go with Agility. Alright. Well, seeing as you... Okay, so you're going Sky Attack. We're going to use Agility, so we should be faster than you this next turn anyway. Now, hopefully help us out with whatever comes out next.
Sandstorm finally quieted.
Cut.
Still capable of going up, but the other one looks tired. Cut it down to size.
Alright, Scizor takes out Moltres. I mean, how often are you going to hear that in Pokemon, that Scizor takes out Moltres?
Oh, it's Charizard.
Alright, so there's Charizard, big bad Charizard.
The hot battle is unfolding.
I don't want to switch in Machamp because it's the only one left that is not weak to Charizard. What's the opponent got left? Let's see, we still got Golem, which is going to be weak to both Meganium and Scizor. As well as, I think Machamp has Ice Punch, if I remember correctly. Nope, it doesn't. I mean, Scizor or Meganium for the Golem. For Venusaur, it's Scizor and Machamp. For Pikachu, any of those could have a chance. For Alakazam, it'd be Scizor. So we got, in other words, we got to keep Scizor alive. So let's,
What's the matter?
I really don't want to sack one of them off, but we're going to sack off Ariados so that we can sacrifice off Ariados if you didn't catch that. So that we can try to get Machamp in there with a clean switch instead of it taking damage and maybe even getting burned before it has a chance to do anything. It's going to be bad enough it's going to have to deal with Charizard's wing attack.
Drilled a weakness. What impact
Alright.
does this Pokemon switch have on the battle?
We're going to be annoying and use Protect. Are you going to switch?
Pokemon is switching out.
Well, the bright side, we got Charizard out of there.
Oh, it's Golem.
Interesting.
The move didn't quite work.
Are we faster than the Golem?
Pokemon switch affects the flow of battle.
This is going to be interesting. We're actually faster. Okay, can we land the Toxic? That would help.
Toxic. Whoops, that missed.
Of course not. Of course not.
Hold on, Magnet.
90% accurate, everybody.
It's a hit.
It sure does miss a lot more than 10% of the time. Alright, Golem takes out the Ariados.
There's a big difference in the number of Pokemon remaining on each side.
My pen does not want to write. There we go. Golem with the knockout. We can switch in Meganium, but then Charizard's just going to come right back out.
Trainer hasn't issued a command.
I'm going to put Meganium in there, assume they're switching, and put Machamp in.
The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball.
Because me calling this is really the only chance this team has at this point. Alright, they are switching.
Turning to its Pokeball.
Is it Charizard?
The Pokeball opens
Alright.
to reveal its Pokemon. The other trainer is also changing Pokemon.
It has Stab, Wing Attack, but we also have Thunder Punch, which could potentially paralyze it. So we got to get his Thunder Punch working here. We got to get Machamp to hit it. I'm sorry, her. Apparently it's a girl this time. But anyway,
There it goes.
there's Wing Attack. Small chance we actually might survive another one of those.
Set. A powerful blow.
No paralysis, but still pretty good hit.
Hot battle continues. Vicious attack. That struck home.
Survived again. All right, come on. Give me some paralysis here. Give me some help.
What now? Drilled a weakness.
Alright, well, Machamp, you still did a good job in giving us a chance, at least. Wouldn't great if you could have actually pulled it off, but... Alright, what critical hit when it didn't need it, but alright. Charizard with a knockout. Since Meganium is only twice as weak to fire, and Scizor's 4 times weak, we're going to go for Meganium. I guess strength, because we certainly don't have time to charge up for Solar Beam. Oh boy. It didn't knock it out. Well, I think that's going to be all she wrote then, because there's no way Scizor's going to survive a Fire Punch. Alright, Charizard takes out Meganium. Alright, theoretically, Scizor has the attack power to do this if it actually gets a chance to do this. I didn't think it would, but I was just saying. What do you mean, will this do it? That absolutely will do it, yep.
There are no more remaining Pokemon. And there goes the battle.
Alright, a 5-0 victory for the Power. And with that, the Power have guaranteed that they are not going to be a 4 seed at least, because they did not lose. And a scenario where they had to lose is now gone. So, the Suicune also will not be able to get the 2 seed now as a result. Well, no, no, they won't get the 2 seed no matter what now, so what this is going to come down to now, for a lot of these seedings, is this next game. If the Steelix lose, the Suicune will be the, well, actually, I think the Suicune's going to be the 4 seed no matter what. Let's see. Yes, okay. So first off, getting a little ahead of myself here, congratulations to the Pokemon Power for the victory. Congrats. The way this works out for the playoffs now, if the Steelix lose, the Power will be the 2 seed, the Steelix will be the 3 seed, and the Suicune will be the 4 seed. If the Steelix win, they will be 2, the Power will be 3, and the Suicune will be 4. So the only thing that's been determined so far is that the Suicune will be the 4 seed. So we'll see how this turns out. I'll be right back with our intermission and then the next couple battles. Alright, here we are. Can we do better on the questions this time? Pokemon Power logo, get out of the way. There we go. What is Rolling Kick's power? 60 or 65? 60, yes. Weeping Bell has 2 leaves. How many legs does Octillery have? 8. It's an octopus. The Oak Pokemon Research Lab is located in which city? Pallet Town. Powers up Rock-type moves. Hardstone. Who said, "Ah, that was a good cry. Come back and visit again. Bye-bye." Whitney? Yep, okay. I think which gym leader cries. Which trainer can battle in Earl's Pokemon Academy? Oh gosh, I have no idea. Baxter. Nope. I don't even know what Earl's Battle Academy is. How many pounds does Bellossom weigh? 14? If the opponent uses Lock-On, which move should be used to avoid being hit? Protect. Which of the following TMs can be obtained at a game corner? 14? No, 12. Nope, okay. My luck is probably 14. At the library, which Pokemon is classified in the gender unknown egg group? Starmie. Which Pokemon is depicted on the sliding panels in the ruins of Alph? I just got to hit a button here. Oh, look at that. Keep hitting up. Nope. Okay. Yeah, when you get low on time there, you just got to hit buttons. All right, we'll give it one more try. At the library, which Pokemon is classified in the indeterminate egg group? Slugma? Yeah. Wrong again on that one. I keep guessing 12. Which of these makes Pokemon up to level 50? Obey. Fog Badge. Hypno is a yellow Pokemon. Which Pokemon is yellow? Pikachu. Kind of a that's a hard question. Defeating Price. What move is it? Icy Wind. Which of the following Pokemon is red? Octillery. Which Pokemon can learn Skull Bash by level up? Squirtle. Ashes on the show used it. Which Pokemon is not available as a doll for decorating your room? Machoke. What does Wesley of the Weak Siblings give you? Poison Barb? Nope. Where should you go to register the phone number of Juggler Irwin? I don't know. I didn't even know there was a guy named Irwin. Route 35, apparently. Which of the following moves can be learned using TM40? Sludge Bomb? Not right. Just guess. Okay. That's it. Well. It bested me again. What can I say? I'll be right back with the third matchup of the day. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The Tampa Bay Steelix and the Minnesota Suicune. Quick note for this one. Jumpluff was dropped from the Tampa Bay Steelix in favor of Execute. I would have gone for Executor, but Executor's already on We Are the Machampion, even though it wasn't ever used. So we went with Execute. And I don't think Execute will be good in this battle, but since we have that rule in our league that a Pokemon has to battle at least once before you can drop it, I decided I would bring it anyway, just in case I change my mind on it. So what do we got to work with here? Let's go with... I really don't like actually how this plays out. Shuckle to lead off, and we'll see how that goes.
This free battle is about to get underway. A hot battle involving the hopeful champs of tomorrow.
All right, this is going to determine the 2 seed and the 3 seed, the results of this game. Which is very important because the way our playoffs work, the higher seed picks who has me managing. So, since I win more often than the computer does, it could make a big difference. Of course, it would be Suicune first, by the way. Quillfish. Since it's water versus water, we might get lucky and maybe they won't switch. Or even if they do switch, we can hit something with Sludge Bomb. They don't have anything that's immune to Sludge Bomb. Missed. Okay, it works even better for me.
It enshrouded itself in mist.
Something for sure is getting hit with Sludge Bomb in the next turn. I'm going to take a turn to minimize first, though.
It raised its evasiveness.
Come on, miss. If you miss, I'll do it again. Well, actually, if it's just going to stay in and Bubble Beam me, I'll go ahead and minimize the second time anyway. All right, now we'll start sludge bombing everything.
What next? That didn't accomplish much.
I'm at 4 times evasiveness, and you're still hitting me. Great. Glad I spent that time minimizing. All right, sludge bomb.
A light hit.
All right, not as much damage as I was hoping for, but still good hit. Come on, miss.
What now? That was
Does minimize not work the way that I think it's supposed to work in Gen 2? Like, how come I seem to get hit every time that I try the minimize strategy? Like, you'd think they'd miss at least like once. Bubble beam again, I bet it hits.
what this? Not very effective.
Wow.
Needed action continues.
Just wow.
How's that? That was a glancing blow.
Alright, we'll take it out with our next sludge bomb. Can we get you to miss once, please?
What next? That didn't do much.
Every time. It has hit every time it has attacked me.
Competitor.
Despite the 2 minimize being up. Unreal.
Bomb away. That's it.
Alright, we took out the Suicune, but that Suicune did a big number on us.
That KO will bring out a new Pokemon.
Thanks for that game, for not letting minimize dodge even one attack. Alright, Miltank, huh? Let's just go sludge bomb again. Come on, miss.
Right. That's
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
down it goes.
I mean, it didn't miss once. 4 times evasiveness. Unreal.
The next Pokemon needs
Alright. Well, what do I have I can put in there instead? Let's go Magneton. We'll go Thunder Wave, and if they switch out to Houndour or something, we'll still hinder it. If they stay in, then Miltank at least won't be able to flinch us into oblivion.
different Pokemon type. There's the attack.
Come on, don't flinch and hit Thunder Wave. Thank you.
It used Thunder Wave. It ripped by
Alright, so at the very least, it can't flinch us into oblivion.
top.
What's Steelix's moveset? Okay, we do have Rock Throw. Okay, I was just curious about that. Alright, we'll stay in then. Let's go with Thunder. I was checking to see if Steelix had any real way to combat the Zapdos.
That inflicted some damage.
I wasn't sure if I had a Rock move and Sandstorm, because I know Tyranitar just has Sandstorm. That's fine with me,
For cure for every
because another Thunder's taking you out. That paralysis helped me
unfolded.
the turn that it needed to help me. We just gotta not flinch and we'll take you out, hopefully.
That didn't accomplish.
Come on, Magnetot.
Oh, it flinched.
Man,
It's a fierce battle. What's that?
I bet we flinch again.
Effective.
Hey, we didn't. I bet we miss.
Here it comes. Thunder.
Oh my gosh, we landed 2 Thunders in a row. The game actually will let me do that once in a while. Alright, Miltank is down. Magneton with the knockout.
What will be?
I would imagine that Houndour will come in
Oh, it's Houndour.
as expected. Alright. You're no doubt going to try Flamethrower. Let's go to Blastoise.
The Pokemon is returned.
Bronzer, buddy, I love you, but you can't mess with the cords, buddy. I'm recording right now.
Oh, it's Blastoise.
Alright, there's Flamethrower.
Oh, got burned.
Of course it gets the burn. There's only a 10% chance
Pokemon.
of Flamethrower getting a burn, and of course it gets one. Oh,
That did little damage.
come on, Blastoise.
Drilled a weakness.
Alright, Blastoise takes out Houndour.
KO'd by one hit.
Of course, it burned us, though, so
Big difference in the
there's that we'll have to contend with.
on each side. Oh, it's Raikou.
Raikou.
Pokemon avenge the honor of its fallen comrade? This is a clash of different Pokemon types.
Alright, Steelix.
Combat and face each other. Here comes a Pokemon switch. Oh, it's Steelix. What'll it do? That had no effect. I'll work with
Yep.
Pokemon.
Alright, let's go for Mud Slap first in case they switch to Jinx. They're not gonna switch to Jinx. Okay, so we'll go Sandstorm next turn. No matter what happens here.
Accuracy is down. There's the attack. Boom!
Critical hit. Alright, I'll take it.
Yes, it's working. The white
Alright, with that being the case, let's go for Sandstorm. Sandstorm won't have to rely on accuracy to work.
moves failed. Sandstorm has started glowing. It's going. Sandstorm burst. The heated action continues.
Another Flash. I'm a little astonished that they haven't switched to Jinx. I guess that's because with me being a Steel type and it being an Ice type, they're worried I would hit it with Iron Tail. But with all these accuracy drops,
How's that?
logically I wouldn't think I would hit it. But then again, with this game, 50% moves hit like 80% of the time. So maybe by lowering my accuracy, I would hit it.
Twists and tears.
Alright, one more Mud Slap
Folding.
and a Sandstorm, and we should be able to take it out.
What's this? The move didn't quite work. What'll it do? Whoop, that missed.
One Flash makes us miss, but two minimize and they hit us every time.
One
I like how that logic works.
Pokemon was going on, but the other one
You're just gonna use Flash again. I'm gonna take this opportunity to get Shuckle in so we can get rid of our accuracy loss.
the trainer's switching Pokemon.
Because the Sandstorm should still be hitting at the end of this turn.
Pokemon appears with a cry. There's the attack.
That's alright, I'm not too worried about Shuckle's accuracy.
Effective.
Alright, Steelix takes out the Raikou via Sandstorm.
There's a distinct difference in the number of remaining Pokemon for each side. Oh, it's Zapdos!
Alright, there's Zapdos.
This is a clash of different Pokemon types.
Let's go for Bide.
Face each other.
'Cause we know it's going to try to hit us with Thunder a bunch.
No, that didn't connect.
That works for me because we don't have the Bide set up yet.
Sandstorm finally quieted.
Alright.
The raging sandstorm has died down. The visibility has improved down on the field. The Pokemon is returning.
Switching
to the
again.
Pokeball.
Alright.
Oh, it's Jinx. It's still biting in.
That's fine with me. You're either going to attack me and I'm still going to have some damage output, or I'm going to get a Sandstorm up. Either way. That's fine with me too. We have Rollout and you're an Ice type.
That Pokemon can't make a getaway now. That's it.
Alright, no energy to unleash because we didn't get hit by anything.
Failed.
That's fine with me. We'll just Sandstorm you and then roll out.
Continues. How's that? A light pack.
Yeah, Sandstorm will pretty much get that back for us.
Started glowing. Sandstorm.
Yeah. Alright.
Neither combatant.
Roll out. And if we get roll out really going, that'll help us against Zapdos too. When it comes back in.
Oh, it's frozen solid.
But of course the game finds a way.
It can't move.
It finds a way. Thank goodness for the sandstorm, at least.
How will this big freeze affect things?
You never know what to expect with this game.
That did little damage.
On the right side, I think we're actually going to survive another ice punch.
Oh, and sandstorm hurt. It's a fierce battle. There's the attack. The hit glanced right off.
All right, works for me still.
Hang in there. It can't do a thing but await defeat. The sandstorm rips and tears.
That's all right, we've done half health without really doing anything. Shuckle's defense is just too high.
There, ice punch.
All right, Jinx takes out Shuckle finally.
Oh, it collapsed. There's a big difference in the number of Pokemon remaining on each side.
All right, Blastoise.
Next Pokemon is ready.
If they switch to Zapdos, we get a chance to hit it with Hydro Pump. If they don't switch, Hydro Pump could be enough to still take out the Jinx. We'll see.
Sandstorm finally quieted.
All right, Hydro Pump. Let's find out.
Has died down. The
That's fine with me. I don't know why you're mean looking when you only have 2 Pokemon left.
that Pokemon can't make a
If anything, someone in my position should be the one using mean look.
great hit.
All right, Jinx is almost defeated. Good Hydro Pump there, Blastoise. Let's go Rapid Spin. Because if we go Mud Slap and they switch, then yeah. We'll go Rapid Spin, get the guaranteed hit.
Watch out! A rapid spin. That was a glancing blow. Whoa!
You're kidding me. It couldn't do 15 damage.
Are both Pokemon running?
All right. So I think Jinx is going to get another knockout. Oh, I'm silly. Yeah. The burn. I forgot about the burn. That's why we didn't do enough damage. My bad. That is my mistake. Luckily for me, at least if things keep going the way they're going, I don't think it's going to cost me too much in this one. But, get the mental mistakes out now before the playoffs.
The opponent is weak.
Alright, all you have to do is hit it. That's all you have to do. Don't get frozen, and we beat it.
What's next? It's not very effective.
Alright, Swift never misses, so that's a knockout this time.
That's a hit. There it is. Knockout.
Alright.
There's only one Pokemon left to come out.
Alright, 3-on-1. All 2 of them resist Zapdos.
To the last
The other one is unaffected by Thunder.
number of remaining
So I like my odds here.
to one.
I should have gone Thunder Wave instead of Thunder. That's my bad.
No, that's it.
Alright, well, it missed anyway, so even if we hit, we'll get a chance to do it next turn.
There's the shot. Great hit.
Oh, well, we don't have to Thunder Wave now. Cool.
A hot battle is unfolding. Both get
Well, it looks like I might not get a chance to see if that execute is any good or not. Because it looks like it is not going to get to play this week.
Oh, that's a miss.
Well, maybe I spoke too soon.
A sharp attack. Oh my, missed again.
No one can hit.
The white hot battle continues. What about this? Out of there.
Alright, Magneton takes out Zapdos.
The last Pokemon goes down. And there goes the battle.
Alright, and with that, we've got a little more clarity on the playoff picture. The Tampa Bay Steelix are the winners of that game. That now clinches the 2 and 3 seeds in the playoffs now. Our next matchup will be the one that determines the 5th and final spot and the 5th and final team. So I'll be right back with that. Once again, congrats to my Tampa Bay Steelix. Alright, be right back, everybody. Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to our last matchup of the day. My Little Ponyta and the Dallas Dragonite. If the final score is a margin of 2 or more, the winner of this matchup goes to the playoffs. If it's a 1-0 victory, then no matter who gets the 1-0 victory, My Little Ponyta's in. Because My Little Ponyta just needs a win to be in. Dallas Dragonite has to win by more than 1. So the difference has to be greater than 1, or else My Little Ponyta's in no matter what. All right, neither team changed their lineups from the previous week, so let's see what we got to work with here. We'll go with Hitmonlee first, and go from there.
This free battle is about to get underway. A hot battle involving the hopeful champs of tomorrow has just started.
All right. Winner is in the playoffs, pretty much. Muck and Hitmonlee. Interesting. Well, let's go meditate, and if it doesn't acid armor, we'll be alright. If it acid armors, then we just negate each other.
It increases attack power.
Alright, it's going to try to poison us.
Attack. Hit. That
Of course, it succeeds on the first turn. Alright, make a kick.
What's next? Whoop. That missed.
We missed. Of course we did. Are we going to survive it, or are we out in 2 turns?
Yes, it's a hit.
Unreal. Alright.
Down it goes.
Not a great start for the Dragonite.
The next Pokemon needs to be prepared.
Alright. Well, that one was prepared. The game just didn't want to give it a chance. Flareon.
What will be next? Oh, it's Flareon.
Alright, so the way that the game has started out here, I assume that our Fire Blast is going to miss.
What's this? That's it.
No, alright, so the game threw us a bone there at least.
There's the shot. Hit. That inflicted some damage.
Alright. If he's not poisoned, he can survive. Flareon can survive another sludge attack.
There's the attack. Great hit.
Actually, with the poison, he'll still survive another sludge attack if it's not a critical hit.
A furious attack. Hit. That was.
Alright, if Flareon can land
They're both
a 3rd Fire Blast in a row, it'll take out Muck.
Look, fire blast. Right.
Alright, Muck goes down.
Oh, it will last.
Flareon with a knockout.
What Pokemon will appear?
Granted, I don't think Flareon will be out there for too long.
Oh, it's Typhlosion.
Well, that's interesting.
There's
Okay.
HP difference between
Quick
the
attack.
combat.
Just get some damage off before it takes us out.
What now? That was a glancing blow. It's a swift attack. Yes,
Alright, Typhlosion takes out Flareon.
knockout.
Alright.
Fearow will bring out a new Pokemon.
We'll go Psyduck.
Oh, it's Psyduck. This has become a clash between different Pokemon types. An all-out power offense doesn't guarantee
All right,
victory
Surf.
in a Pokemon battle. The smoke screen went up. Accuracy is down. A sharp attack.
Alright, here we go. Do we hit?
It's super
We do.
One Pokemon is
We hit another one.
going up, but the other one looks tired. How's that? Oh, got burned.
It got the burn. Of course it did.
Ride that surf. Yes, it's a hit.
Alright, Psyduck takes out Typhlosion. I'm assuming Electabuzz. Yep.
A hot battle is unfolding.
All right, here comes a Thunder Punch.
There, Thunder Punch. That struck home.
Psyduck goes down.
Going down. So, what will be
All right. I'm gonna say Ninetales.
will be next? Oh, it's Ninetales. The white hot battle.
Fire Blast. All right, it's got up that light screen. That'll help a lot.
And special attack. Vicious attack. A light hit.
That's even with the light screen. Fire Blast is gonna do more than Quick Attack, so I guess we just stick with it. You know what? Actually, we're gonna switch out.
The Pokemon is
Because we're probably going to need Ninetales, take advantage of its speed.
oh, it's Lickitung.
Because while Electabuzz outspeeds it, Ninetales, I believe, outspeeds the rest of their team, if I'm correct. Or at the very least, the two Nidos. Wow, can't talk. Let's try Shadow Ball. I thought about going Hyper Beam, but I think I'm going to try to hit it one more time first.
What's this? That was a glancing blow.
Alright, so there's a chance we survive another Thunder Punch. Here comes Shadow Ball. And
Hit glanced right off.
I would have liked to see it do more, but alright. Alright, let's go Hyper Beam and see if it works. If we can get rid of Electabuzz, it gives this team a chance.
Back. That did little damage. Great hit.
Alright, Electabuzz goes down to Lickitung.
What Pokemon will appear?
3-on-3. Another thing to keep in mind is that margin of difference.
There's a big
It's a 1-0 victory for the Dragonite, then the Ponyta will still get in. Primeape is thrashing. It's actually not the worst thing that could happen to us. Because now it's going to be stuck thrashing instead of using Cross Chop, which could be a critical hit. So this actually could work in our favor, especially if we get a burn from Fire Blast. I mean, they've been lucky enough to get a burn. The computer today has been lucky enough to get a burn off of both Flamethrower and Flame Wheel, so maybe we can get one off of Fire Blast. We're faster, so Ninetales is faster than all three of the remaining Pokemon. Of course we miss. We haven't seen Fire Blast miss in any of the matchups today. Of course it misses
light hit.
in a matchup where it's going to make a big difference. Alright, let's try again. Will the game let us hit this time?
A furious attack. That's it.
Alright. Let's see, we would have only had one Thrash hit us instead of two. That's going to make a big difference down the stretch here.
Battle is unfolding.
Especially considering that this needs to be a 2-0 victory for the Dragonite to get in.
Oh,
So,
down it goes.
if you're the manager of the My Little Ponyta, you need to be thanking the computer that you got that extra hit in there. Whew.
Oh, it's Nidoqueen.
Alright, I don't think Nidoqueen can beat us in one turn, so we'll try one Fire Blast. I'm going to have to try and keep Ninetales alive because that's the only chance the Dragonite have of making the playoffs. Not that I necessarily need them to get in versus the Ponyta, but I am managing the Dragonite this week, so I need to look out for their interest. Body Slam, and it's got the paralysis. That's not great. We're going to have to switch. Again, the only way to keep this thing alive, the playoff hopes alive, is to keep 2 Pokemon standing, so gotta switch. I would normally leave it in there so Vaporeon can come in scot-free, but gotta switch. That's the only way to keep it alive. Let's hope for... As you say, let's just hope there's not another paralysis. Alright. So Vaporeon versus 2 ground types. Don't paralyze us, please. As you say, we got enough working against us here. Waterfall. Nidoqueen goes down.
There's only one Pokemon left to come up.
All right.
With Nidoking. This is the last
And
Pokemon.
Vaporeon get by Nidoking. It's going to be determined by if Horn Drill or Thunder hits. Let's see.
Whoop, that's
It missed. The door is open.
There's the shot. Man, that worked perfectly. It's a fierce battle.
We're going to quick attack because I don't think it's going to miss a second Thunder. I don't think we're going to do 53 damage, but I think that's our best bet here.
A light hit.
All right, 26. Thunder. It hits. Vaporeon survives. It's all going to come down to if this quick attack does enough damage or not.
There, quick attack. That did little damage.
1 health.
Managed to hang in there. Horn attack. Yes, it's a hit.
Oh.
No strength left. Just one Pokemon
Well,
remains.
it looks like with Ninetales may win the battle here, but I think that the Dragonite are going to go to the... I think that the Ponyta are still going to go to the playoffs.
Pokemon now.
All right. It's paralyzed. Are the Ponyta going to snatch it away at the very end?
Finishing blow.
Wow.
There are no more remaining
Wow.
And
You just never know what's going to happen in this game. Looking back on it now, you could criticize me and say I could have gone for Waterfall on that second attack, but the argument to that is that we were just trying to give ourselves a chance. There was no guarantee we were going to live that Thunder, and even so, there was no guarantee we weren't going to be paralyzed, etc. So I was just trying to get damage in while I could, and if that Nidoking would have had one less hit point, those 2 quick attacks would have been enough to take it out. But unfortunately for the Dragonite, that's how it turned out. And then just that insult to injury, the paralysis on the Ninetales. Man, my cat's going crazy over there playing with cat toys. But congratulations, though, to My Little Ponyta. You're in. You are in the playoffs. Very weird, very weird game right there. Wow. That's all I really have to say. Wow. I'll be right back with the updated standings. And I'll show everybody the playoff bracket. All right, be right back. All right, everyone, and we're back. So there's our final standings for the regular season. The Atlanta Fearow 13-1, the Tampa Bay Steelix 10-4, the Pokemon Power 9-5, the Minnesota Suicune 8-6, My Little Ponyta 6-8, the Dallas Dragonite 4-10. We Are the Machampion at 3-11. Smoochum or Lose 'em at 3-11. Smoochum or Lose 'em finishes in 8th place because while they and We Are the Machampion both have a negative 30 point differential, We Are the Machampion won both head-to-head matchups between the two, so that's why they're ahead. I finished 33-23 against the computer in the regular season. I feel like that percentage could have been higher, but that's still pretty good. As crazy as things have been. Updated statistics, and then we'll get to the playoffs. For the updated statistics, Quillfish is now the lead knockout getter in the entire league. 18 knockouts now, 9 faints. The ratio is not the best, but it does have the most knockouts now. Magneton right behind it now. It's 16-12. They got a nice group of 8 and 6 after that. Really wish I could have gotten to see Execute today, just to see if it will work the way I hope it will work in the playoffs. But yeah, I may not even use it in the playoffs now since I didn't get a chance to use it. But it's going to be on the team for the playoff ride because since I didn't get a chance to use it, I cannot cut it, and we will not be allowing roster additions or drops after the playoffs begin. So Execute is a permanent member of the roster now moving forward, whether I decide to use it or not. The Atlanta Fearow. Kadabra didn't make an appearance today. It's still at 14-5. Snorlax is now up to 14-5. Mischievous at 13-7. Lantern 10-6. Fearow with a 7-3, surprising everyone. So pretty good there. Minnesota Suicune, 11-13 for Suicune, 9-6 for Houndour. Houndour has the best ratio on the team, but it doesn't always make appearances. Dallas Dragonite are done for the season. They finished with Ninetales in the lead at 15 knockouts, 12 feints. Vaporeon had 14-11, and Hitmonlee had 11-10. Smoochum or Lose 'em also done for the season. Jolteon 11-12, Arbok 11-13. That's how they finish. We Are the Machampion done for the season. Tyranitar 12-13. Machamp 11-12. Scizor never really got a fair chance, it seemed like, every week. 8-13. My Little Ponyta making the playoffs. Nidoking with 16 knockouts. Tying it with Magneton for the most overall knockouts. And that 16-7 ratio is better than both Quillfish and Magneton, for example. Typhlosion 8-7, Electabuzz 7-10. So if you're going by statistics anyway, the job of this team is to set things up for Nidoking to win at the end. Pokemon Power, Golem now at 15-9, Moltres 14-7, Venusaur 12-9. Shout out, though, Charizard has made 2 appearances and has a 5-0 KO ratio. So I wouldn't be shocked if we see Charizard some in the playoffs. All right, speaking of playoffs, there's our 2021 Draft League playoff bracket. I don't know why my Excel sheet is bugging out. All right, let's get that back down here. So there we are. The 2021 playoffs. We got the 1 seed Atlanta Fearow. They'll play the winner of the play-in game, which is the Suicune and the Ponyta. Suicune will be the home team. Presumably they'll be the ones controlled by me, but we'll see. And then Tampa Bay, Steelix, and Pokemon Power. I could say for a fact that I will elect to control my own team in that matchup. So there's no waiting for debate on that one. So what we will do for this week, the Minnesota Suicune and My Little Ponyta will both have to submit 2 lineups. 1 lineup for the play-in game, and then a second lineup on the off chance that they win and move on to play the Atlanta Fearow. That way we can do all the battles in one video. So those 2 teams will have to send in 2 lineups, 1 for the first game and 1 for the second matchup. The other 3 teams will just have to send in 1 lineup as normal. And then the next week we'll do a 3rd place game and a championship game. So, real excited for it. It's been a fun season with a lot of chaos. I'm sure there'll be more here in the playoffs. Looking forward to it. If you guys have liked what you've seen today, do the YouTube thing. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff. And that way you'll be notified for our playoffs next week. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye.